The ballroom shimmered with gold light and expensive perfume. Every guest dripped with diamonds, the air thick with champagne and false compliments. Reine Okafor stood near the floral arch she designed herself, her sleek black dress hugging curves that caught more than one appreciative glance. Every detail perfect, every guest exactly where they should be, except her heart. It was completely out of place. She whispered to her coworker, it was. Behind her stood Sung-yoon, the billionaire host of the event she'd spent weeks perfecting. He was taller than she expected, broad-shouldered, immaculately dressed in a tailored navy suit. His tie loosened just enough to look dangerously effortless. Long black hair fell past his shoulders, framing sharp features and darker eyes that held calm, dangerous amusement. Intricate tattoos peeked from beneath his collar and cuffs, serpentine ink curving around his throat. He leaned in, voice smooth as velvet, low enough for only her to hear. His breath warm against the shell of her ear. Try me. For a second, Reine forgot how to breathe. Heat flushed up her neck, spreading across her chest. His cologne wrapped around her like temptation, making her dizzy. I was joking, she stammered. Sung-yoon's lips curved into the faintest smirk, so close she could see the dangerous glint in his eyes. Were you? His gaze held hers, stripping her bare without touching her. Then he straightened, adjusting his cufflink. You did a remarkable job tonight. My company owes you our next event. And with that, he walked away, leaving her pulse pounding and her confidence cracked. Her coworker gaped. Did that billionaire just flirt with you? Reine's lips parted, but no words came. She could still feel the warmth of his breath, the challenge behind his tone, the way her body had responded. She told herself it was nothing. But deep down, she knew she was in trouble. And what he does next will completely change her life. Keep watching because this gets intense. Asterisk asterisk. 3 days after the gala, Reine told herself she'd forgotten about Sung-yoon. She buried herself in work, but his voice kept echoing. Try me. The memory haunted her dreams, turning them dark and delicious. When her assistant buzzed through, Reine barely looked up. Reine, there's a Mr. Sung-yoon here to see you. The pen slipped from her fingers. Before she could recover, the door opened. Sung-yoon filled her small office, his dark suit emphasizing broad shoulders, narrow waist. Hair pulled back in a low ponytail revealed the full extent of ink crawling up his neck. Those stormy eyes found hers instantly. Miss Okafor, he greeted, his tone intimate like a secret whispered in the dark. I hope I'm not interrupting. Reine forced a smile, crossing her legs beneath her desk. Billionaires don't usually make house calls. The question came out breathier than intended. He smiled, setting a folder on her desk, his fingers brushing hers. The contact sent electricity racing up her arm. My company is hosting an exclusive investors retreat in Jeju Island next month. I want you to plan it. Jeju Island. Every planner's dream. I'm honored, she said carefully. But I assume your company has preferred vendors. I don't trust anyone else. His gaze dropped to her mouth for a heartbeat. You have an eye for detail. And he paused. You speak your mind. I like that. I like watching those lips move when you're telling me exactly what you think. Reine crossed her arms, trying to hide her body's response. And what's the catch? No catch. He leaned forward, close enough that she saw muscle flex beneath his shirt. Except you'd be working closely with me. Every day. Every night if needed. Until we leave. The air tightened. Reine swallowed hard, her pulse quickening. I'll have to check my schedule. Do that, he said, standing. But don't take too long. Jeju waits for no one. Neither do I. As he turned to leave, he glanced back. Oh, and Reine. She looked up, breath caught. Next time you say rich men don't know how to please a woman. His eyes glinted, raking down her body slowly. Save that line for Jeju. I might just prove you wrong. In every way you can imagine. The door closed, and Reine sank into her chair, heart racing, mind spinning. She was about to fall into a game she couldn't control. And part of her didn't want to. If you're already hooked, hit that like button right now. By the time Reine arrived at Sung-yoon's Gangnam headquarters, she'd built a wall of professionalism. Tight blazer, clipped tone, hair pulled back sleek. It lasted 5 minutes. He was already in the conference room, his hair loose today, falling like black silk. He wore a simple white shirt, sleeves rolled, revealing tattoos that wrapped around his forearms. Miss Okafor, he said smoothly. You're early. I like that. Someone has to keep this empire running on time. Sung-yoon's lips curved. You're assuming it's not already. Their eyes locked. The room felt too hot. The meeting began, but it was impossible to ignore him. The deep rumble of his voice vibrating through her chest, the way he leaned forward whenever she spoke. Every time their hands brushed, a quiet spark pulsed. Hot, undeniable, dangerous. Halfway through, he stopped mid-sentence. "You bite your lip when you're focused," he murmured. Rain froze. "Excuse me." He leaned back, eyes burning. Observation, not complaint. Though I'd prefer to be the one biting it. Her pulse thudded. "You really shouldn't say things like that, Mr. Sung-yoon." He tilted his head. "Then stop making them so impossible to ignore. Stop looking at me like you're wondering what I taste like." The silence was electric. When the meeting ended, Sung-yoon stood, walking until he stood beside her. Close enough, she felt heat radiating from him. "You're brilliant, Rain. But you don't have to fight me so hard." "I'm not fighting. I'm working." "Is that what you call it?" "Because your body is telling me something different. The way you clench your thighs when I get close. The way your breath catches." Her face burned. "Jeju is less than 2 weeks away. I expect you at dinner tonight." "Strictly business," he said, though his eyes lingered on her neck, the curve of her breasts. As he walked out, Rain exhaled. This wasn't just business. It was dangerous. The tension between them is about to explode. Don't click away now.